What the hell am I doing here? Hi. Oh, that's a little too weird, isn't it? I was shooting for John Candy's version of the Wookiee. And then I kind of fell into the pirate. And then I said, well, what do you look like without makeup? You know, what do you look like with makeup? Ooh. Ooh. And it's St. Patty's Day coming up. Alright, that's a little strange. We'll move into something else here. Just, how about some light? Other than the, whatever that is. So, here I am, I think. Let me see if I can get into the picture. This is my home. And I look a little weird, but I am weird. And I don't know. I wanted to do this song. And this is kind of a first date, so you know, you always want to. God, I like that. God, that's sexy. I only could remember 2 songs that I sung in high school that I wrote, and doesn't mean I haven't written thousands of songs. Oh my God, I just remembered another one. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Marry me. Come on, Don, marry me. We'll raise pigs and kids and broccoli. Why don't you marry me? Why don't you marry me? Of course, he chose the seminary and the priesthood as opposed to a life with me. Sort of building a sense of, well, I've always had a sense of, I'm not very acceptable. And I usually say to people, you know, I'm not from your planet. I don't really know the customs here. And that would be covered easily under bipolar. But you add to that autism, profound PTSS, anxiety disorder, yada, yada, yada. My mother had 5 college degrees. God love her. She's on the wall over here, but you can't see her because I can't move my phone. Why can't you move your phone, Lisa? Well, it's because I stuck it to the window with alien tape. Of course you did. Is there such a thing as alien tape? Why, yes, yes, there is. And it holds anything, anywhere. And it holds it just so well that, I don't know, I had lipstick on. I never wore lipstick. I also never, you know, not that I haven't had a black eye before, okay? We won't go there. No story. And you're probably thinking this is gin. And now you're thinking, well, she's in no danger of being a lady. No, the lady was my lover. I am the crazy lady. I'm also an artist. Once upon a time, a psychotherapist. Once upon a time, I was a blacksmith. Once upon a time, I was Boudica, the warrior, whose daughters and she fought to their death and killed themselves rather than be raped by the Romans. We Irish are like that. You know, we like to fight. Drinking and fighting and fighting and drinking, that's what we do. You know, of course, that was more of a Scots accent. I do a lot of accents. I do not have multiple personality disorder. I'm a lot like my favorite dear friend, Robin Williams, who also suffered severe bouts of depression. I was bipolar too forever, and then a lot of things happened, and then I got a real bad depression. But we don't go there. What are we talking about? We're talking about music and poetry, and I wished that I could find. I had technical difficulties, which is why this is late. And first of all, I should have started that with an apology that I didn't want you thinking, you know, that I was just blowing warm smoke up your fanny, and then I was gonna, you know, woot, 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 go on my merry way. Not that I haven't been known to forget where I am, what I'm doing. But such is the burden, it turns out, of genius. And it's very hard for me to say that, because for the longest time I thought I was really an idiot. Turns out I'm both. You've heard of the term idiot savant in some areas. Hi, Mom. That's a really nice portrait. You'll get to see it at some point. You can see just a little bit of a painting I did. This is one have once again, fucking alien tape. That shit really sticks. Anyway, it's a good thing I didn't go ahead and put my eyebrows on with it. I was going for that whole John Candy, you know, look, and I started the evening deciding that I was going to shave the sides of my head and do kind of like a modified Rihanna, Cyndi Lauper, Bjorn look. Basically, it's very Viking. It is very Celtic, and I am a Celt. I'm even the French part of me is the coast of France, which is Brittany, which were Celts. We were the people, the Gauls, basically, that the Romans found so objectionable that they ran us to the far reaches of, you know, ran us off the European continent, and we jumped into the water and swam to the islands, Great Britain, British Isles. Well, fuck them, it's ours. Anyway, I have a little mixed feelings. I'm something of an Anglophile, which is really strange, but then I know a lot of Indians, you know, from the Punjab state, and also, you know, India proper, that are Anglophile. How is it that we can be so affectionate toward the people that so abused us? That's a question for the fucking ages, isn't it? You know, why are black people still nice to white people? Why do I still care about someone that was systematically crushing my spirit? And I'd like to think it's because we are kind, basically. But I also know that there is right beneath the surface such rage. Oh God, such rage. But I prefer to focus it just like I do sexual energy. I like to focus it into things that are creative. My art, my painting, and music. And I am just fucking rambling. This is not the, you know, the challenge, the music off that I promised you. Let me see if I can find something I wrote. But we can always take a sideways trip into the DSM-5-TR, which is the most current diagnostic and statistical criteria for mental illness. As a counselor and a consumer of mental health services, I like to have that handy. What else do I have here? Oh, I had my Yoda mask. This is actually for Bev of Cleves. It's part of a present package that I'm sending to her. This is a suggestion box that I'm trying to put together for our elder hostel here, which is the retirement center I live in. This is a great book. This is Daily Meditations. Never been opened. I bought this thinking that one day in our women's shelter I would have a black client. And the only black girl I knew was murdered by her boyfriend, and she never even called me to tell me she was at risk. So I live in western North Carolina in the Appalachian Mountains, our Southern Highlands, as we like to call it. I'm still not coming up with anything I wrote. Oh, I did have something down here. Well, I couldn't really pull out the parts I wrote. My son is a seminarian at Union Theological. Don't get too excited. It's the Union Presbyterian Theological in Charlotte, North Carolina. And he is learning to be a pastor. Well, he knows how to be a pastor. He's getting his degree in pastoral counseling. And he is a very interesting man, and I would tell you more about him, but I'm sure he'll introduce himself when the time is right. What do we have here? What do you know? His Holiness John Paul cordially imparts the apostolic breath. Oh, this is the apostolic blessing from the Pope to my Aunt Anne Marie Bambrick. Her maiden name was Kelly. We are Kelly and O'Briens, just in case you wondered if we were Irish. But I'm also Barco, and I'm also D'Aquila. So I guess my full name is... Oh, I'm never going to tell you my full name. Don't share this video. People will figure out who I am. And that would be tragic. Or not. I don't care, really. Here's my laundry detergent. Earth Breeze. Plastics are killing the planet. The more you can do with glass and paper, the better. I am rambling. Chris, Big Chris, I made this video just for you, however horrifying it may be. And I sent you some pictures, and yeah, I hope we can be friends. I would like to get to know who you are, whatever that means. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn this off now, and I'll sing as I walk your way. This, by the way, is called a grotesque. It's like griffins, winged griffins, holding up an epern. It should have had a bobèche here, or bobèche, which is a circular piece of glass, and into the center comes up a candle. But I broke this very charming 18th century cordial glass, and I said, I gotta put it somewhere. That's what he said on the first date. Ooh, enough of that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this short thing. I said I would make some music, so here I go. Okay, not very impressive. Neither is my makeup job, but I was hoping it would make up for, you know, my being weird and slow in responding. And anyway, I bet your song's a lot better than mine. I am a wordsmith, but I'm not a musician. So maybe what I'll do is give you my words, and maybe you'll make it into music. All right. Bye for now.